element of the story. Setting.
It tells the reader where and when the story takes place.
Character.
It is a creation of imaginary people who appear to be real to the reader.
Plot.
It is a series of events through which the writer reveals what is happening, to whom, and why.
Conflict.
It is a problem in the story that needs to be resolved.
Climax.
The action comes to its highest point of conflict.
Resolution.
Conclusion of the story.
Moral.
Lesson or message of the story that needs to be written at last.
The guidelines for developing short story from outlines.
First, go through all the points. Do not start writing until you finish reading. Have a clear and definite idea of the plot of the story. In order to make a natural sequence, you have to use certain connectives, not only, but also, besides, and in addition also, in fact, as well as, moreover, furthermore, likewise, etc. If the story is longer, organize it into several paragraphs. Connect the points in the story logically and sensibly, leaving no points. Your story will be lively if you present some dialogues and direct quotes. Do not try to write in lengthy sentences and be careful of punctuation marks. Begin your story with, "Once upon a time, long, long ago, once there," plus VIII. Generally, we use past form of verb in story writing. After you complete, revise it and correct spellings and grammar errors if there are any. Write the moral of the story. Do not forget to give a title.
Sample stories.
Once upon a time, when the world was so young, there was a beautiful city surrounded by green forests and a river. There lived 3 artists together for many years. All of them were highly skilled and competent. It was too difficult to decide who the best one was. One day, a competition was organized to judge their skill. A judge was appointed to give the decision. Then, the artists were asked to draw the pictures as per their preferences. As soon as the competition started, one of the artists painted a garland of flowers. It was a real-like flower. It attracted a bee in no time. The bee came and sat on it. Similarly, the second artist painted a basket of fruits. It was also so alive that it seemed so natural. An ox tried to snatch it when the ox saw it. Accordingly, the third artist painted a picture of a curtain. It too seemed real alike. All of the 3 pictures were then placed before the judge to decide the best one. It was the time to decide. Therefore, the judge stood, went near the curtain, and raised it, thinking that it was hung on the door. Only then he knew that it was a picture. The judge then decided that the picture of the curtain is the best because it deceived a man, whereas the other pictures only tricked an insect and animal. Moral: true art gives a sense of life to the things. I'm going to tell you a story about an old farmer and his quarreling sons. Long ago, in one of the then villages of Nepal, there lived an old farmer. The farmer was very honest and hard-working despite his poverty. The farmer had several sons. They always used to quarrel with each other, even for no reasons. Those quarrels made him feel so sad. One day, The father fell seriously ill and he was taken to hospital. The farmer was dying soon. The farmer thought of an idea to teach his sons. He said, "I will teach my sons a lesson before my death." He managed a bundle of sticks and called all his sons. He gave them that bundle of sticks and asked them if they could break them. All of his sons tried to break the bundle of sticks, but none of them succeeded. Again, he untied the bundle of the sticks and gave it to each of them. He then asked them to break it. They easily broke the stick with no greater effort. Then the father said to them, "Never fight and quarrel with one another because enemies will easily defeat you if you are not united." The sons realized their weaknesses and learnt the worth of being united. Moral: unity is strength. The Wolf and the Lamb. A hungry wolf was walking along the bank of a river. He saw a lamb who was drinking water below him on the bank. The wolf wanted to eat him up. He started to ask stupid questions. He asked the lamb, "Why are you making the water dirty?" The lamb replied, "Sir, the water is flowing down from you to me. How can I make water dirty?" The wolf asked again, "Why did you call me a thief a year ago?" The lamb answered, "I was not born a year ago." The fox wanted to kill him, so he said, "Then it must have been your father." He jumped and attacked upon the lamb and ate him up. Moral: an excuse is needed to harm others. An old lady and clever doctor. There was an old lady who became blind. She called in a doctor for treatment. He examined her and demanded huge amount of money for the treatment of her eyesight. She agreed to pay the fee to the doctor if her eyesight became all right. But she said she would not pay anything if she was not cured. The doctor accepted the term of payment. He was called upon to treat her every day. The doctor was lured looking at the valuable furniture in the lady's room. He began to take away the furniture thinking that the lady couldn't see. He delayed his treatment to take all the furniture. After some days, she was cured, and the doctor demanded the money. She refused to pay, saying her eyesight had not been restored yet. She told like that because she didn't find her valuable furniture in her home, and she knew all was taken by the doctor. The doctor brought the case into the court. He told everything to the judge. Then the judge asked the lady why she would not pay. She replied that her eyesight was not properly restored because she couldn't see her all-valuable furniture. The judge understood everything and gave verdict in the favor of the old lady. Moral: if you try to deceive others, you will be deceived.
Task for further practice.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.